Okay, this is now the 5 minute tarot for the 12th of March 2017. So let me begin by mentioning dynamictarot.com. If you go there, there's a couple of courses. I haven't mentioned this for a while. There's a couple of courses you can work through, and you can sign up for the newsletter. So, okay, today's card is the Four of Batons. I picked it at random just to see which one I would get. So, this is a change from the Nine of Swords that we've been looking at, because the Four of Batons is a good card. I mean, it's friendly, hopeful, optimistic, cooperative. People like you like people, you get along well with each other. They're happy to see you. You know, if you look at the picture, you've got the two Batons on either side, and there's a little bit of greenery above it, and then there's people on the other side in the distance waiting to welcome you. And it looks like some kind of celebration or party or official gathering where there are good reasons for people to get together and they're happy to be there. So it could be a group meeting as well, or a celebration, or maybe it's a retirement or a wedding, whatever it happens to be. So there are people involved with the Four of Batons, but people get along with each other. There's cooperation. So again, this is one of the reasons why I say what a card means depends on the question. So if the question is, will I meet someone and get married? The answer is yes, and you'll be happy with this individual. Or will I get the promotion? Yes, and you'll do well, and people will like you, and you'll like the people that you're working with. And the people, even if there are two or three people, rivals, and you're all going for the same position, people and you get it, the other people are not going to hold it against you, right? Because of the nature of the Four of Batons. Whereas you'll get the promotion, but you're going to have to deal with annoyance and lack of cooperation on the part of other people with another card. But with the Four of Batons, people are happy for you because maybe they know they're going to get something better, or they're just happy for you. So it's things like that are shown by this particular card. And if you notice, we've got a kind of symmetry there because we've got two Batons on either side, and there's an opening or a doorway or a gateway, an opening that you're meant to step through. So it looks like you, the questioner, or the person represented by the card, is meant to move forward. You're not supposed to hold back, but there's a certain amount of movement and going in a certain direction. You're not waiting for things to happen to you without doing anything. It looks like with the Four of Batons, you are meant to, or you're supposed to, move in a certain direction. And it's the movement towards something nice, pleasant, useful, valuable that's important. So it's, and if you take action and move towards your goal or what you've chosen, then you're going to experience success and contentment and joy and happiness. But at the same time, I looked at that recently we looked at the Moon card, where you've got the dog and the wolf and the two towers, but there's a clearly defined path that the crayfish is going to travel to get to the moon in the distance. Whereas with this Two Batons, we've got an opening and we've got people a little bit of distance away from us, but there's no path. And I thought it's a bit like if you go to a public park and there's grass, but there are also paths, concrete or asphalt paths you can walk along. Think about the difference between walking on the grass and taking your time and enjoying the atmosphere. Whereas if there's a path, you're more likely to move forward. Maybe your mind is elsewhere. You're thinking about where you're going instead of enjoying the actual walk. Partly because there's a path, the ground is hard. Whereas if you're walking on the grass, it may be solid, but it's not like walking on asphalt or concrete. So if the person represented by the Four of Batons is going to experience success, they should enjoy getting there as well as, and not just see it as work or something that has to be done. So think about what you would add to the answer if you think about walking across the grass in a park instead of following the path that somebody else decided. And it's a bit like with the Four of Batons, you need to know the rules. So you do well when you follow the rules, because then people know what to expect or how to treat you, or they can forecast what your behavior is going to be. Because if somebody's playing by the rules, we can relax and be comfortable because we know that people are going to do what's expected or what's normal. So the Four of Batons reversed could be somebody who doesn't play by, either they don't know the rules or they don't play by the rules. So there's upset and there's confusion because you're not sure if the person's going to do what's normal or what's typical, or whether they're going to do something that you've never seen before or that they've never done before. So with the Four of Batons, knowing the rules and following the rules is important. And this may be partly because the fourth major trump is the Emperor. And if you're going to run an empire, you need rules. And you need people to follow the rules. And then you've got a chance of a large-scale success, or things working out that involve a lot of people. But if you don't have any rules in place, or if people don't know what the rules are, or if people make up the rules as they go along, you're going to get confusion, and you're not going to have the same kind of concentrated success that you will have if people follow the rules. And that could be why the people in the distance are happy, because they know what to expect of you, the questioner, or the questioner who's represented by the Four of Batons. Okay, I think that's it for the moment. So tomorrow will be the 13th of March, I think. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.